Chris Steidinger, DC, and this is Steidinger Method Workout number 18. This is a lower body workout. This is based on the work of Ben Patrick, whose work is amazing. Again, this is an advanced routine, and some of these exercises you may have never done before, so just take it easy, listen to your body, use common sense, stick to ranges of motion that are safe for you. And I'm very happy to share these exercises with you. Ben's work has really made a huge difference in my life. I tore my Achilles tendon when I was 37, and I just haven't been able to run right ever since. And then within 90 days of doing his stuff, I was running again, normal, full speed. I became faster than my sons again, who were 10 and 12 and pretty fast. So that was like a cool thing to just be able to move like I used to without pain. So I'm excited to share this with you. Okay, so we're going to warm up. There's two ways to warm up. You can do one exercise or both exercise. Kettlebell lifts is the first one for the warm up. And it's just a basic kettlebell lift. I'm just using a 10-pound weight. And we're just trying to get some motion in there. Trying to just wake up the leg muscles, get a good activation, get us ready to go. And you can do about 10 to 20 of these till you feel good. Or if you want, we can do glute bridges. Just a standard glute bridge. You're just going to lift your hips up. Hold for a few seconds. Hold for a few seconds. Hold for a few seconds, and you can do about 10 to 20 of those till you feel good. Now I'm going to do squats. I'm going to do ass to grass, VMO, full range, cyclo squats. It is easier if you elevate your heels slightly. I'm using a couple exercise pads, but you can use a slant board or just some weights, some plates there. And we're going to use the same 15, 15, 15 set structure, and we're going to begin with the negative. Okay. So again, we're doing squats, full range of motion. We're just going to start coming down. And again, you want to pick a weight where you can have good form. That's going to challenge you. And whenever you can complete the set with the full range of motion, you want to increase the weight. Okay, now I'm going to start to come up. At the top. Okay, now I'm going to start coming down again. If you pick the right weight, should start to get hard around 60 to 70 seconds. And if you pick too heavy a weight, you'll fail. Now I'm going to pop up for 1, 2, and down for 1, 2, 3. Pop up for 1, 2, down for 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is the tempo we want to go at. Full range of motion. Stick to a pain-free range of motion for yourself, but as much of a pain-free range of motion as you can get. Okay, it's starting to get a little bit hard for me. Totally lost count as usual whenever I self-narrate. So I'm going to do 3 more, and that'll put us at around 100 seconds. Let's just put us a little bit more. Okay, and that's it. That's squats. All right, now we're going to do Romanian deadlifts. We're going to use a Dr. Darden's 15, 15, 15 sets. The first 45 seconds will be a little slower, and then the rest will be a little bit faster. It is okay if you fail during this or lose your balance. Just keep going as best you can. Okay, so we'll start in just a moment. Okay, so, and we're going to begin. We want to go down real slow, again for about 15 seconds. We're going to do the negative. Okay, it's just as much of a balance exercise as it is a muscle building exercise. And if you lose your balance, it is totally okay. Okay, now I'm going to go back down again. Again, slow and controlled. I want to feel the hamstring work. Get that leg back. Okay. All right, now I'm going to pop up for 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to go down for 3. 1, 2,
for 2. Down for 1, 2, 3. It's starting to get pretty hard for me. That's okay. 2. Down for 1, 2, 3. Up for 1, 2. Down for 1, 2, 3. Up for 1, 2. Again, I'm losing my balance. I'm getting pretty fatigued. My form is broken down. And that's going to be about all I can do. But ideally, we'd like to be able to do 12 before you increase the weight. So that I failed around 5 or 6. That's the exact right weight for me. And I'm going to recover for a few seconds, and I'm going to try the other leg.
All right, so now I'm going to do a Romanian deadlift on the other leg. And I failed before around the 60-70 mark, and it was my ankle stabilizers that failed, which is fine. And the workout's meant to work your balance and your ankle stabilizers, but I put a chair next to me for this set, and when I fail, my ankle stabilizers fail, I'm going to use the chair to continue to work out the hamstring. So here we go. So again, we're going to go down for 15 seconds.
And this is just as much a balance exercise as it is a hamstring exercise. I'm going to come up for 15 seconds. Okay, now we can go back down for 15 seconds. I'm starting to struggle a little bit. Okay, now we're going to pop up for 2. 1, 2. Go down for 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. My form is breaking down. Now I'm going to start using the chair. So I'm going to go down for 1, 2, 3. Pop up for 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Pop up for 1, 2. Down for 1, 2, 3. Pop up for 1, 2. Okay, that's kind of the pace we're going to go till we do 12 reps. Now, normally I would increase the weight after doing 12 reps, but because I have to use assistance, I'm not counting it as a completed set. I think that's 7. I always forget. It's 8. I'm starting to really feel it in my hamstring now. It's 11. Okay, I'm going to do one more. Really good burn in my hamstring.
Okay, that was Romanian deadlifts. All right, now I'm going to demonstrate pancakes. This is an Olympic lifting exercise, and the point of this exercise is to prevent injuries. Some people can naturally do pancakes. I cannot. I've had to work hard for the limited range of motion that I do have, and I'm going to demonstrate now.
Okay, and now you're just going to try to come as far forward as you can, and ideally you'd want to be able to put your head on the floor. Obviously I cannot. I've only been training this about 3 months. This is a mobility exercise, an injury prevention exercise. And we want to do it for about 60 to 90 seconds. And again, you're just trying to exhale and go deeper into the stretch. And if you can't do it like me, you'll feel, tension in the back of your legs, the posterior chain, lower back, and hips. And this exercise is to open up your hips, stretch your posterior chain, and prevent injuries. So, try to exhale down lower and lower each time. But again, stick to a pain-free range of motion. Listen to your body. All right, and that is pancakes.
Now I'm going to demonstrate ATG or Poliquin or Patrick step-ups. I'll have a link to the originator of the technique, Ben Patrick, in the description. This is a great exercise. We're going to be doing 10 to 12 reps on each side, and you can do it loaded or unloaded, and pick a range of motion that's safe for you. Okay, so here we go. Want to just be slow and controlled. You can obviously use the stairs, you can use the curb, you can even do it on flat ground. Again, we're going to try to do about 10 to 12 of these. That should be about 7. I'm feeling a pretty good burn. All right, now was it on one side, then just switch hands and just go right to the other side. And we'll do one more. All right, here we go. You always tell when I'm working hard because I'm quiet. All right, there we go. All right, now we're going to demonstrate a KOT calf raise or knees over toes exercise. This is also another Ben Patrick special. So with this, we're really trying to isolate the soleus, and it's a longer set to get a really good burn and activation in the soleus. So what we want to do is come over to the wall, lean forward. So we have our knees well over our toes. Then we want to make a straight line, lock our hips, and then we want to move up and down. We want to really pause at the bottom and dig our toes up for a second, and then kind of come up for 1, 2, down for 1, 2. Flex your toes up at the bottom to work the tibialis. This way we get as big a range of motion as possible, and we really just want to work the soleus, work the calf, while keeping the rest of our body kind of really still. It's about the pace you want to go. And at the bottom, really flex those toes up. And you will feel the tibialis work in addition to the soleus. Soleus is the longer, flatter part of your calf, and then you have the gastroc, which is the bigger, meatier part at the top. This kind of isolates the soleus a little bit, works the Achilles tendon. You can even hear mine popping a little bit. This is an exercise near and dear to my heart because I tore my Achilles tendon some 11 years ago. And it was actually Ben's work, the ATG videos that he puts out, that has really allowed me to run normally again. So I'm very grateful to him. And it's something I actually never thought I would actually be able to do, would be like run normally again. Now I can run like I did when I was young. I'm faster than my sons again. I feel great walking around. And I'm just a huge fan of him and his system. I think it really, really helps people, and I'm happy to share it and promote his mission. All right, so that was about, I feel it was about 30 to 35 for me. I'm starting to feel a pretty good burn. Again, you can stop whenever you feel like you have a good burn. Again, like 20 to 50 reps. Whatever is an appropriate number for you. You just want to get a good burn, a good activation. Okay, now I'm starting to feel a good burn, so I'm going to do a few more. This really is an exercise you do to feel. Okay, there we go. Do one more for me. Right, I am done. And that is the KOT, or knees over toes, calf raise, targeting the soleus. All right, so this is going to be hip flexor burnout. We're going to do 20 to 25 reps on each side. This is another Ben Patrick special, and we are just focused on a good range of motion. It's always good to stand next to something, whether it's a wall, I'm sitting next to the treadmill here, and you really want to make sure your left side the left side is locked. So the only thing I'm moving is my right hip flexor.
So we're just going to start and kind of come up as high as I can, go down for a second, come up as high as I can. Again, we're just going to kind of keep this up. Rest for 1 second at the bottom, relax the muscle so you can concentrate on fully contracting it. And you're just really going to do this until you get a nice deep burn in your hip flexor. It should be right here. If you're a desk jockey, your hip flexors are going to be short and tight, so this might be difficult at first, but they will respond relatively quickly. And again, we have a rep limit on this, but really you can go by feel. Like if you're feeling pretty fatigued at 15 or 16, totally fine to stop. I'm just going off a feel. For me, because whenever I talk, I always lose track of count, but I think I'm around 18. That's 23, I think. I'm going to do 2 more. All right, that's what hip flexor burnout looks like.
All right, now I'm going to do hip flexor burnout on the other leg, and I'm just going to hold on to the rail here. And again, it's going to be that same technique. I'm going to actually move the microphone base over, and then we're just going to bring it up, kind of as high as we comfortably can. Pause for a second at the bottom. I'm going to do 20 to 30 reps, or whatever number of reps it really takes to get a good deep burn in your hip flexor, which you should feel right here. Hip flexors are a very neglected muscle, especially for people who sit at a desk all day. They atrophy really easy too, like if you're not very active. Within a few weeks they can get really tight and cause all sorts of problems for you, whether that's back pain, knee pain, neck pain, shoulder pain. Okay, it's starting to get hard for me. See, I can't get it up as high. I have to really concentrate. Obviously listen to your body, go to whatever's appropriate for you. If you can't get it up very high, whatever height you can get it safely and comfortably. All right, I'm really starting to feel a pretty good burn here. Totally lost track of my reps. I'm just going off a feel. All right, I'm going to do 3 more. All right, there you go. And that's hip flexor burnout. That's the workout. It was a tough workout, one of the harder ones I've filmed. If you notice during different segments, I really wasn't talking at all. And generally when I'm not talking, I'm really struggling. So thank you for watching. Hope you find this useful and have a great day.